I'm naming your tractor Fireball.
Fireball?
Yep, that's its name, Fireball.
I'll put that in the videos. That'll get a lot of views.
Fireball.
Fireball. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Fireball.
Alright guys, if the camera will focus, 8199 KT. Supposedly had an engine fire. And melted wires down to the regulator. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. There should be an ignition module mounted over there. The ignition module's gone. Air cleaner setup and the carb is missing. But I do have the rear tin. Looks like the voltage regulator is gone. Well, this was given to me. How is the... Yeah, the governor's pretty tight on this. So, there'll be more to come on this, guys. So I can't really tell if the pictures are coming out, but I got the 424 with 38-inch snowblower, 8163B and a 38-inch snowblower, 8122, and a 8199 KT in here. So near as I can tell, that would be 4 riders and 2 walk-behinds would probably fit in here with ease. So I'm impressed, and this would also be give or take 4,000 pounds in here. So interesting, very interesting, Mr. Blunt. It's a nice day too. Perfect. Alright, so try to get some videos done here before it starts raining, which it is just starting. So this is a 8199 KT. I have not looked up the year yet, but when I figure it out, I'll insert it here for the video. But my buddy Ralph nicknamed this tractor Fireball because it actually has a melted top part of the motor and all the wires are burned and stuff on it. But last night I come out and changed the fuse. So I don't know if you guys saw that. That's a telltale sign that a clutch bearing is bad. Yeah. So it's got bad clutch bearings and stuff, but at least it turns over. And even the battery's good in it. I didn't charge it. I come out here to charge it and realized it had juice in it. And found out the fuse was bad. So I'll look it over better at another date. I know I have some stuff from the blow-in on it. But stator, carb, coil, wiring. I have an air filter set up for it. And figure out the clutch issues. And that'll be a video for later. Alright, boys and girls, hopefully the video isn't too dark. It looks like there's some light to it, but anyhow, I'm in here a little while later getting serial numbers and stuff while it's raining. And somehow, in my original video, I missed the points box, which is right there. So this is a battery ignition coil, and the whole coil itself is missing, carburetor. So we'll get back to that. So, anyways, done with these for now. So I'll pull them in the shop and work on them. This has 500 and some hours on it. This has 1,000 and some hours on it. So, alright, boys, got Project Fireball in here, along with the other 8199 KT, which actually I couldn't get it to run to come in here, so it's either out of gas, which is a good possibility, but it will run on carb cleaner, so I know it's got spark. But problem with this tractor is I think the governor is out of it, because it was weird when it was running. It's like It's like the governor was reacting, but it wasn't reacting enough. Or something. This one seems about the same, so I don't know. I got a half notion to put a little bit of fuel in here, see what I can figure out. The only thing I've kifed off of here is the voltage regulator, which went on one of the 20Gs. I don't remember which one. One of them. I thought I bought another voltage regulator. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know, I'll have to look in the cabinet. But anyhow, I just want one of these two tractors back, because I only got enough parts to make one work. So, for the moment, they both have batteries in them. I have my my spare battery that I use in everything in this one. And this one came with a battery, which actually still holds a charge, which, even if this tractor becomes nothing else, that could be useful. So, to both my knowledge, both tractors, the hydraulics work. Both tractors, the PTOs were good. This one over here has much bigger and beefier rear tires compared to those. So, I don't know. The whole intent, I was going to take the carburetor and ignition system off of that tractor and put over here, but I may end up just seeing if I can get the governor to work on that. And then I'll have to look for a parts motor for this. Even if I find one blown up, somebody's repowered. Wouldn't be too awful bad. So, anywho's, that's what I'm up to here. I would like to figure this governor out. It was just weird. It was like the governor was reacting, but it wasn't reacting enough. Yeah. So, anywho's, let me see what I can figure out here, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, boys, here's what this thing does. It just revs up and then it doesn't return. I almost wonder if the throttle shaft's sticking. If I move this car from here to that other tractor, I would know that's... I will tell you that throttle is hard to push though. don't feel like I'm getting any feedback from the governor, though. I hate to scrap this motor because you hear how nice it runs. Alright boys, I have transferred the spark system over from that motor. So let's just give it a little... So remember, there is no throttle plate, so she could potentially go full nuclear for a second. So I should probably hide anything that has little tiny screws and maybe not have them on the hood, but we'll chance it. So let's see what happens. I have no idea if it's got spark or not. My assumption would be it probably doesn't have spark. Because I would have thunk I should have sprayed off or at least a little bit of something. Ah. And all my spark testers are out in the trailer. I'm fairly certain, yeah. Those are still out there. Yep. So the only spark tester I got is, I guess spark plug was good. Thought there was a newer looking Autolite 216 laying here. Maybe not. Any hues? You guys probably can't see, but well, do it right here so I can see it real easy. I'm assuming I'm probably going to have to clean the points. I ended up putting a new set of points in there. Mother crapper. So, I see no spark. Alright, let me get some sandpaper and clean the points. Alright guys, I cleaned and gapped the points. So it should do something now. Darn neutral safety switch. So that was probably a little too much. Well, whatever happens, happens. Okay. So it will run. That's what I wanted to make sure of. Half the issue is I probably only got fuel on one side, so let's just one more time and then I'll quit. I'll do a short one for Facebook too. Alright boys, so I got the fuel system hooked up, the carburetor is on. I do not have a charging system. I do not have a voltage regulator, so we don't have any of that, but let's still see if it's going to run. Making sure any of these bare wires aren't going to touch because it'll blow the fuse while it's running. So, carburetor is full of gas. There is fuel in the tank. It's kind of old, but I don't know if it'll burn or not. We'll try it. I got no idea if the fuel pump's any good. Depending on how hot that got, could have melted it. So without further ado, see what happens. Oh, hey, helps if you tighten the choke cable down. I was just, making sure if you guys were looking at stuff. So, choke is closed. Alright, we'll try and rev it up. So yeah, we're not getting any gas, which kind of suspect. Not getting anything yet, anyhow. So I'm just gonna leave the choke on. I'll try and rev it up and see how the governor responds. Maybe. Is it flooded? I don't think it's flooded. No. So the carburetor is out of the gas. If I have to, I think there's a vacuum fuel pump on the shelf. Pulse pump, whatever makes you happy. See if I can keep it running on card cleaner here. Now it's flooded. So it is not pumping fuel. I don't know what you guys can see, but take the hose out of the bracket. It is hard. I want to make sure fuel will flow out of here if I just pull it down, because this pump is obviously dry, so I don't have high hopes for this pump or the diaphragm per se. Alright, so there's something either wrong with the pickup screen or fuel line, because I'm not getting any flow out of here. I got a little bit. Will not be enough to make it run though. This fuel line's been pinched here. Let me try cutting this fuel line back once and see what we get there. Where did I put? Oh, there's my cutters. I'm not saying this will fix it, but I want to try it. But if the fuel line's this hard and it's been kinked somewhere, it ain't gonna come back. fuel filter I'm using is junk. Alright, let me shut you guys off here. Get the fuel line hooked up some way, somehow. Apparently this camera doesn't time out. Okay. So I put some fuel down the fuel line in the fuel pump. I got the fuel filter in backwards just for right now because I got the other end broke off. See what that does. Oh. Now see what that does. So in my humble opinion, not pulling fuel from the tank. Now you guys watch that and tell me if it falls off. That fuel pump may be junk. Not fast enough. Damn it. One more time. Oh, maybe not. Still not fast enough. So I take that as the fuel pump's not working. Great. Alright boys, it's raining pretty good. Still got a slight leak around my wood burner chimney. As you can see, it's all on this side now. Before the bad leak was over here. So getting places. Again, not Harvard, but getting places. Let's go out back here and see how this roof's doing. You guys haven't even seen this yet. Looks good so far. See if we can get across there without getting too wet. Hey-ya! So, see no leaks thus far. Attached holes where the screws are. They look good. When I took this roof down, it was leaking right here, but I think that was something to do with the way everything was put together. There was like 4 panels there. So, yeah, I think we're good. A little bit of a weird middle of the video update. Back to Fireball. Anybody else got to pee now? I do. So boys, I know you can't really tell here from the outside, but what I do whenever I go and make these into basically a vacuum port, which you can see how hot this fuel pump got. Plastics melted some on it. Anywho's, I cut the center out of the diaphragm, take the spring out, take out both the check valves, and that puts a gasket in around there, and I take and put a plug on the one side that I'm not going to use. And now this side I can pull vacuum, or pulse, however you want to look at it, for the fuel pump. So yeah, I'm going to stick that back on with that pulse pump off of the Briggs I just changed off that other tractor. And we'll go from there. Hopefully it'll pump fuel now. Maybe there just isn't enough gas in the tank. Need to blow it back through it once. You know how it goes. Alright guys, I got the fuel pump all laid in there and the lines are routed. Not going to say they're finished routed, but they're together good enough for a test hopefully. I did charge the fuel pump with some fuel out of the gear oil bottle, so see what it does. I got everything. Nothing on the flywheel. Alright, see what happens. There's fuel in the fuel pump. Or in the fuel pump. In the fuel filter now. So, next question, do I have the lines backwards? I had a 50-50 shot. So here will be the test. If it shoots fuel out of that line, I got the lines backwards. I don't see anything coming out. Okay, now let's see what it does. I see no fuel coming out. I don't think the lines are backwards. We'll just we'll prime for a good time, I guess, and see what happens. So it's running good with the choke pull on. I hate the safety on this tractor, the handle. Nice, the motor sounds good. Let me put it in first gear, see if it'll go forward and back. Could be the gas. I'm thinking it's probably the gas. Now it's when I ran through Sweet. Let me do a short video for Facebook here. Works. Ain't quite right, but it works.